to our top story that we have been staying on top of. Investigators right now talking with us about the officer-involved shooting in Dade City. They were trying to make a traffic stop. Let's listen in.
When it finally did stop in the area of 14th Street and Martin Luther King Avenue, officers got out to make contact with the driver of that vehicle. The driver of that vehicle was Charnel Tamara Parker, 7'5" of 1981. Ms. Parker does not have a driver's license. It's been suspended several times, the last time in 2021. The vehicle that she was driving is unregistered. The tag did not belong on that vehicle. And she has active warrants with one charge out of Sumter County for driving while license suspended or revoked, and a warrant with 4 charges out of Pasco County to include possession of methamphetamine, possession of heroin, possession of marijuana, and obstructing or resisting an officer without violence. It is unconscionable to me that anyone would think they could launch a 4,000-pound missile at police officers and not expect there to be consequences and repercussions. But that is exactly what Ms. Parker did to officers of the Dade City Police Department this morning. Consequently, resulting in those officers, at least one, discharging their service firearm. Ms. Parker fled north on 14th Street, eventually coming to a stop in the area of 14th and Payne at a Dollar General store. When officers made contact with her, they found that she had been injured, immediately called for fire rescue assistance, and began rendering first aid in attempts to save her life. She was subsequently transported to a hospital and is currently in stable condition with non-life-threatening injuries. We had tremendous response from our law enforcement partners. From the Pasco Sheriff's Office, and part of the response that we had, it was so great, was because of the consolidated communication system that the Dade City Police Department and Pasco Sheriff's Office partner with Pasco County. Because of that system, members of the Pasco Sheriff's Office who were in the area immediately heard the radio traffic and responded, and there were more than a dozen deputies on scene with Dade City units almost instantaneously. We're also proud to partner with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, who is conducting the use of force investigation in this case. Standard operating procedure allows that the officers involved in this incident have been placed on administrative leave. I'll now turn it over to Jay Scantling with Florida Department of Law Enforcement.
Hearing right there from the Chief of Police for the Dade City Police Department, recapping exactly what went on today. As we know that there was an officer-involved shooting, we are told again by the chief that they were attempting to make a traffic stop with a woman in a car that was not registered and had on incorrect tags, and that the driver had been driving suspended and had multiple warrants throughout the state. They say when they tried to stop that woman, the chief right there saying she launched a 4,000-pound missile into his officers, and she should have expected the wrath of the police. And of course, we do know that at least one officer opened fire. That woman was wounded. She is in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement taking over this investigation. The officers, as standard protocol, are on administrative leave.